Welcome to this year's first edition of RBMS News.
Brought to you by the Future Leaders Club.
In January, we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Martin Luther King Jr. was a key leader in the civil rights movement during the 50s and 60s.
He advocated for nonviolent protests against racial segregation and discrimination.
As a very important person, he has impacted our history and the present in a major way.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He attended Morehouse College and earned a doctorate in theology from Boston University.
Dr. King won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 for promoting nonviolence in the fight for civil rights.
Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated on April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, marking a tragic moment for the civil rights movement.
We celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day on the third Monday of January each year to honor his contributions to equality and justice.
Starting February 1st, we celebrate Black History Month.
Black History Month was originally a week-long celebration until the Association for the Study of African American Life and History extended from a week to a month.
During Black History Month, we celebrate the contributions of African Americans to the United States.
We can celebrate Black History Month at school by reviewing and learning about famous African American figures.
We recognize people who were not afraid of change and equality. People such as Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, Thurgood Marshall, and Ruby Bridges are all inspirational figures amongst others. By learning their stories, we honor their legacies and continue to fight for justice and equality for all.
Please make sure to stop by our main lobby to read about these important figures of Black history. Thank you, teachers and staff, for making this possible.
From February 3rd to February 7th, we celebrate National School Counseling Week.
School counselors are important all around the world because they can help you understand and control your feelings.
Yes, counselors are here for you no matter what situation you might be going through.
Never be afraid to talk about your feelings to a trusted adult.
During School Council Week, we would like to thank our very own Miss Fowler, Miss Mearswell, and Mr. Villacrest. February 2nd, people all over the U.S. come together in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to celebrate Groundhog Day.
People come from around the world to watch the infamous groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil. What is the history of Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day is an annual tradition. It began as a way to predict the weather for the upcoming weeks. According to the folklore, if the groundhog sees its shadow, it goes back into its burrow. This means we will have 6 more weeks of winter.
If it doesn't see its shadow and emerges from its burrow, spring will arrive early.
Punxsutawney Phil has been making his predictions since the late 1800s.
The event has become known nationwide, complete with festivities, music, and food. People dress up in winter attire and often enjoy local treats while they wait for his decision.
Let's hope Punxsutawney Phil doesn't see his shadow as we are hoping for an early spring.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of RBMS News. Remember, dream big and we'll help you get there.
Tune in next time as we bring the news right to your classroom door.